Yo, top of the morning to you, wealth champions. Y'all know what time it is, man. It is time for the Cortez Hustle Show. And I'm your host, Cortez Hustle, also known as the one and only financial health mentor, everybody's favorite fatherpreneur, coming to you live and direct from the Monetize My Life studios here in St. Louis, Missouri. Good morning, good morning, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, listen, we've got a grand show lined up for you today. So we're going to, of course, go through news every entrepreneur should know. I can't wait to get through some of those articles in Black Enterprise magazine. We're going to check out some interesting stuff that they've got on Forbes as well. We've also have three reasons every entrepreneur should write a book, right? Then our special guest, Matt Barbey, is going to talk to us about recession proofing our business. So do me a favor as you guys are hopping on, those of you who are able to connect with us live via the Facebook feed, the YouTube feed, or any of our syndication partners, make sure you comment in the chat where you're from. Also drop the name of your business and or your brand. And let's go ahead and run this intro, people.
It up, put the hip shit on the shelf. Cause the way the real wealth is being real with self. My eyes done seen the glory of the coming of the left. I can't do it by myself, so I'm asking for help. It's time to switch it up, put the hip shit on the shelf. Cause the way the real wealth is being real with self. My eyes done seen the glory of the coming of the left. I can't do it by myself, so I'm asking for help.
Money, money, money. That's all he talks
There's
about.
nothing wrong with being wealthy. Like Kanye West says, having money is not everything, but not having it is. No, Deuteronomy 8:18 says God gives us the ability to create wealth.
Money is the root to all.
No, it's the love of money that's the root of all evil.
All money. Oh, kid.
Yes, I do think about other things in money.
Money.
I'm just trying to leave a legacy for my family. Money's not everything, but when you got it, you can do some cool stuff.
Cortez Hustle Show is brought to you by Financial Health Mentor, practical proven wealth building strategies specifically for working class Americans. Go to financialhealthmembership.com, learn how to get your taxes down, credit up, get out of debt, and start accumulating assets. financialhealthmembership.com. Cortez Hustle Show is also brought to you by freefunnelmachine.com. If you've ever wanted to use sales funnels in your business, but not quite ready to fork over hundreds of dollars per month for funnel building software, then now you can incorporate sales funnels into your process absolutely free. Freefunnelmachine.com includes free autoresponder, includes free training, and it is free for life. Freefunnelmachine.com. The Cortez Hustle Show is also brought to you by Office Huddle Print Shop. All of the graphic designs, logos that you see for iHustle Media Group and the Cortez Hustle Show are courtesy of Office Huddle Print Shop. Check out their exclusive unlimited graphics package at officehuddleprints.com. The Cortez Hustle Show is a copyrighted production of iHustle Media Group. Any unauthorized use of video, captions, audio, depiction of this show is strictly prohibited. iHustle Media Group, a better way to market. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Cortez Hustle Show. I'm your host, Cortez Hustle. I'm sitting here with a very special guest. But real quick, let me give a shout out to my sponsor, freefunnelmachine.com. Listen, if you are not using sales funnels in your business, you are working. Wait a minute. That is not the interview that I wanted to play this morning. That was my man, Don Wilson. He came and hung out with us last week. But no, we need to get to my man, Matt Barbey. That is my fault, ladies and gentlemen. And I believe I had some audio technical difficulties as well. And nobody even told me, man, what's up with that? You're supposed to hook your boy up, man. If there is some trouble with the show, let a brother know. Nevertheless, we are on and popping now. So let me get to our interview with Mr. Matt Barbey. I mean, he really broke some things down for us. And let me go ahead and make sure that that is queued up. Because that's what we want to get into today. Let's see if this is going to do what I need it to do. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Cortez Hustle Show. I'm your host, Cortez Hustle. I'm sitting here with a very special guest. But real quick, let me give a shout out to my sponsor, Free Funnel Machine. No, that is not right. Let me see. Where we at? With our Matt Barbey interview. Give me a second, because y'all can't miss this, man. Y'all cannot miss this. This guy is flat out amazing. Make sure I get it right this time. All right, hold on, ladies and gentlemen. No, it's killing me. Give me 1 second. All right. Can y'all hear me? 1 second, man. I can't believe my Matt interview is not playing. Give me 1 second here. Yeah, this is too good to not get right for you guys. Oh, There we go. There we go. I think that's going to do it. I think that's going to do it. Let's see. No, are you kidding me? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am dying here because my Matt Barbey interview will not play for some strange reason. Says I got it loaded. Nevertheless, we might just have to pivot and bring Matt Barbey back on next week. It's killing me here. It's killing me here. It's killing me here. Let me try one more thing here. Oh, gotcha. All right. So it looks like we have to get that program. It's downloading. It's doing what it needs to do to bring Matt Barbey's interview in. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pivot real quick and bring you Matt Barbey here in the next few minutes as it finished doing what it's doing. I thought I had that already synced up. Let's check this out. Do you guys agree or disagree that every entrepreneur should write a book? Let me hop over to this article that I was checking out in Black Enterprise magazine, where it talked about three reasons every entrepreneur should write a book. So we'll get into this real quick while the Matt Barbey interview is being uploaded, and we'll go ahead and rock that out here in a second. So these are three reasons that every entrepreneur should write a book. Let me know if you agree or disagree. Let's hop over here to screen share real quick. All right. Here we go. Three reasons why every entrepreneur should publish a book. Let's see. After studying various publishing benefits, structures, and processes, I learned that publishing is an important brand positioning strategy that increases an entrepreneur's visibility, credibility, and profitability. So number one, visibility. If you write a book, it's going to increase your visibility, right? Many markets easily become saturated, making it challenging for a business to stand out. A book today is what a brochure or business card was in the past. It is an essential positioning tool that offers more visibility to your niche market. Having your published book available in bookstores, both online and in-store, libraries, and other places is an effective marketing funnel to attract or grab the attention of would-be buyers. So one of the reasons that this particular author suggests that every entrepreneur should write a book is because of increased visibility. Number two, credibility. Similar to the world of academia, publishing a book gives you additional brand credibility by way of an instant authority status. Of course, your values, work ethic, and actual results establish your brand, but having a published book reveals why you should be preferred. Being able to articulate this is in a concise format displays a commitment to your expertise and how you differ from the competition, right? I agree with that one wholeheartedly as well. And then the third reason is profitability. Profits from sales can be reinvested to fund other business activities or events to expand your business. According to Shiro Palal, Pollote Williamson, best-selling author and founder of Soul Reborn. I've used my published books to fund other business entities, donate over $5,000 to various organizations to satisfy philanthropic activities, and create a financial resource for others. So, what say ye, ladies and gentlemen? Are they onto something? Should you, as an entrepreneur, be writing a book or should you not? Do you agree or disagree with that logic? I happen to agree wholeheartedly, and that brings me to a shameless plug of Monetize My Life, 4 incredibly simple ways to profit from your passion with little to no startup costs. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not gone to pick up your free copy of Monetize My Life, then go over to monetizemylifenow.com and you can grab your free copy of the book. All you have to do is cover shipping and we will get that right out to you today. Let me see how far we are coming with our St. Martin in the building. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are almost done with our Matt Barbey interview. I apologize for the technical difficulties we're having with bringing that interview into you guys, but we've got to get it up and on because there is no way I'm going to let you miss the great conversation that I had with Matt Barbey on recession proofing your business, right? He's got an interesting reason why he got into coaching in the first place and consulting with business owners, and it's more about the employees than it is about the actual business owners. And I think that is something that we can all learn. He also gives his take on how to find and identify one's target market, which is something that a lot of entrepreneurs struggle with. And here's the deal, people. If you don't know who you are talking to, it's hard to know what to say to get them to take interest in what it is that you're doing. So incredibly powerful in that regard as well. And then he talked about another huge thing that people have a struggle with, especially solopreneurs, and that is pricing your products, right? How do you come up with the right price for your products? That's what we want to know, ladies and gentlemen. And do you struggle in that area? So let me see if there's a way that I can test to see if the interview is doing what it's supposed to do now. If not, then I will reconvene and bring you Matt Barbey next week. I'm not sure what happened to my program. I like that. A cleaning service in Nevada. Okay, okay, okay. Love it, love it, love it. Let me see if I can get Matt Barbey in the studio. If not, like I said, we will get this going next week because there's no way you guys can miss this interview. So let me see if Matt Barbey's interview is now going to play for us. No, not yet. Let me double check one more thing. Let's see. Oh, this is killing me, ladies and gentlemen. It is killing me. It is killing me that you guys can't get to this good work, man. Let's see. We do it this way. Uh-oh, I think we got it this time. All right, let's see, let's see. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Cortez Hustle Show. I'm your host, Cortez Hustle,
All
also
right,
known as the
there
one and
we
only
go.
financial health
There
mentor.
we
And we're
go.
coming live and direct from the Monetize My Life studios here in St. Louis, Missouri. Listen, if you have a gift, talent, or special ability and you want to turn that into
All right, so let me
profit,
make sure
then
that
you
I
want to
get you
go over
guys
to
volume together.
monetizemylifenow.com and get your free copy of the book. You just cover shipping and we'll get it out to you right away. I'm excited, man, because I get to talk to a very, very special guest. I don't know how many of you guys know this guy, but when it comes to success, he's the man. So I'm going to let him tell you a little bit more about himself, but he is from Time for Success. He's a business coach and consultant and just an all around good guy. So, Matt, why don't you kind of introduce yourself and give them the 2 minute version of your background, and then we'll dive in.
Thanks, Cortez. I appreciate it. Well, yeah, Time for Success is really about getting people back to life. You know, so often we forget about why business is important and why we started business in the first place. And it's really about like what do you want out of life? What is business supposed to enable you to do? And so that's really kind of the heart behind Time for Success. My background, I've been in the consulting realm for well over 15 years now. Started my own technology company and I sold it and worked with consulting other technology companies on sales and marketing and business growth, as well as continuing to support people with the tools for automating their business and being able to scale and grow. And it was really all based on the passion of helping people build better organizations, better businesses that give them and their families better lives, as well as their employees and their families and the communities around them. There really is a ripple effect for small businesses that they have this unique opportunity to be able to affect lives around them, either in a great way or maybe a not so great way. And I think that you've probably seen examples of those throughout your life.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So, and that's part of your passion behind why you do what you do too. But at the end of the day, my goal, my passion is to try to help people build great businesses that give them great lives and help them to be able to help their employees have great lives too, so that they feel empowered and equipped to be able to do what they love as well.
Absolutely. And I love that, man, because you said a great business to give their employees a great life as well as the business owners. And I can really relate to that, man, because you know that entrepreneurship, I believe, is something everybody should try, but everybody's not going to be good at it, right? But
Right.
when you do find employment with a company, you want to be treated well, you want to be compensated well, you
Yeah.
want to feel like you matter, and to have someone coaching companies on why that stuff is important. And ultimately, that's going to be the driving force for increasing their bottom line. Am I correct?
Absolutely. Absolutely. The thing is that a lot of people seem to think that taking care of your people is kind of like a byproduct or it's kind of a nice thing to do. But the truth is we actually start building a business around, the people that we want to support, right?
Mhm.
Our clients, we have a certain way of solving their problems that may be unique or special. But it really is the people that you get on board with that mission that can stand by your side and help you to build the processes that build a profitable business.
Mhm.
Really the profit and having the business that can give you more options out of life, that really comes as a byproduct, if you will,
Yeah.
of really learning how to take care of your people and empowering them to do what they're good at and actually getting out of their way, which can be one of the hardest things for small business owners to do.
Gotcha, gotcha. Well, it's when we talked a couple weeks back, you talked about something that you started about 12, 16, 18 months ago, and that's helping small businesses recession proof their business. Now, did you have an inkling that coronavirus was coming? Do we need to get into some conspiracy theories around here, Matt? Why
Hey,
you started to pivot and go that direction, or is this happenstance? And talk to us a little bit about some of the things that a person could do um, from solopreneur all the way to small businesses to recession proof their businesses. In the middle of COVID-19, but then also talk about coming on the other side of this thing, man, to make sure that we're better prepared if something else happens down the road.
Right, right. Hey, that's a great question. So, first of all, to directly talk to your accusations of conspiracy theories. No, let's look at economic recession for a second, and the expansion versus contraction of businesses. And stick with me for a while. I'm not going to get too heady, but this is really important to understand. So I started talking about it for a little over a year ago, or a year and a half ago, actually at this point, because a lot of people were kind of getting fat and happy off of a nice booming economy. And like literally people were spending top 10 ways, or were searching on Google the top 10 ways to spend my money. And so
Wow.
So people were fat and happy with their businesses because referrals were coming in and it was just naturally growing. And the problem is when we get to that point, we're not really building a good business. We might have good revenue coming in, and we might be kind of profitable and have a good life at the moment, but we have not done any of the things that we need to do to have a long-term business. We were a little over 11 years overdue for an economic recession. And let me backstep on that for a second to better explain that. So there's been 47 recessions or economic cycles, if you will, of the economy growing and gross domestic product going up and other indicators like that, and then contracting. The expansion and the contraction, the growth and the decline are just a part of the economy and doing business.
Right.
And there's been 47 of those cycles since the U.S. Constitution. And actually, the growth typically happens about 3.2 years on average, and a recession every 1.5 years. And that full cycle of recession and expansion is about 4.7 years. Okay, so we were like 11 years since the last one. So we were overdue. And so I was trying to help people to understand that, look, recessions happen, and it's great having a business that's successful and doing well, but that's not really a healthy business. That's just being lucky that the economy's been good. Nobody had sales and marketing plans. Nobody really knew their target market avatar or who they really were trying to go after. If you heard somebody at like a networking meeting, let's say, stand up and say, "Hey, I'm looking for anybody who fogs a mirror."
Right.
I mean, that's what you would hear. So you'd hear people saying, using kind of the boring, lazy, weak marketing of, well, we're a family-owned business, and so that's why you should do business. And that works okay, just because, again, everybody's looking for ways to spend their money, and so everybody was doing all right. But when things shift in an economy, you have to be a better marketer. You have to be a better salesperson if you want to survive and do well.
I agree wholeheartedly. And those are skills. And I talk to mostly solopreneurs, right? These are people who don't typically have a team just yet. Some of us are kind of on the verge of looking at some outsourcing, but for the most part, we're doing everything ourselves. And fortunately for me, that is something that I did not neglect, was figuring out how I can stay in front of the right people with the right message and be consistently feeding those people good value. But when we come back from break, I want you to really talk about the importance of nailing down that target avatar and why it's okay to spend some time figuring that out on the front end, because a lot of people start 2, 3, 4 years down the road and they still don't know who they're trying to reach or who's a good match for the product that they're introducing to the market. So when we come back, Matt is going to dive into that. So keep it locked right here.
I have done 2 prior Longevity Better Health Now challenges. I decided this time around I needed an extra push. A good thing to remember is 32 pounds is the weight of my 3.5-year-old son, and I am not carrying around a 3.5-year-old basically.
I'm a mother of 4. I just want to see how healthy I can get so that I can be around for a while. It's pretty amazing whenever you're excited to get on the scales every morning and see what the numbers are instead of dreading it.
When I went to convention last year, the day of the 5K, this lady, Merle, came across the finish line, and she was visually impaired. She was blind. From this day forth, I said, I'm changing my lifestyle, and I'm just going to be a whole new me.
I was out of control. I really let myself go. And I thought, okay, who loses 12 pounds in a week? I'm like, this is such a joke. But it happened, and it happened again, and again, and again. Anybody can do this. If I can do it, you can do it.
Leading up to today has been a whirlwind, but I feel amazing. Everybody makes you feel really awesome when you come here too, so it just kind of like heightens your excitement about everything.
I feel so much better. If I could help just one person be able to do that for their life, then it'd be worth it all.
I feel amazing, and I can't believe how far I've came from last year to this year.
I have kept my weight off within 2 to 5 pounds, which is a complete miracle. Let's go!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Cortez Hustle Show. I am your host, Cortez Hustle, sitting here with my guest, Matt, Barbey, and quick shout out to my sponsor, freefunnelmachine.com. Listen, if you are not using sales funnels in your business, you are working too hard. Go to freefunnelmachine.com and check out how you can get set up with a free sales funnel. Also comes with a free autoresponder and training people, so you have no excuse to get started playing around with sales funnels in your business and how they can actually add some efficiencies to what you're doing. And I think that's a pretty good segue, Matt, because we were talking about before we went to break, the importance of identifying that target avatar, and that it's okay to spend some time figuring that out on the front end, even before you launch a business or a product, right? So talk about the importance of that.
Okay, thanks. That's a great question. It's easily skipped over, and people kind of brush it to the side. But the truth is, once you start getting into business, you'll find that the 80-20 rule kind of plays out pretty well in that as well, meaning that there's about 20% of your clients that really bring you about 80% of the revenue.
Mm-hmm.
However, there's about 20% of the clients who kind of take up most of your time and stress and frustration and patience.
Mm-hmm.
And typically those don't overlap very well.
Gotcha.
That's because there's different qualities of clients based on who you are, how you want to serve them, and even what you just enjoy, maybe, or what you're equipped to do. I kind of say it like this: there's grade A awesome clients.
Mm-hmm.
They love what you do. They're bringing in you the referrals. You love working with them. You're energized to be working with them. They're fantastic. Mm-hmm. Then there's B, and they be okay. They're good to work with.
Yeah.
And then there's C that can kind of close the door on their way out.
Right.
And then there's D, don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you.
Right.
And then there's the F clients, and they can go themselves,
Right.
So, and it could be for a variety of reasons that there are folks out there that you just don't see eye to eye with, or maybe they're just looking for the lowest price, and right. you already understand that you don't want to be at the lowest price, because that's a quick race to the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you really want to find those grade A awesome clients that maybe align in values with you, mm-hmm. that you are actually building your operations around, your fulfillment, and even your marketing. Let's even just talk about like where you prefer to market. Let's say you really mm-hmm. like to market on Facebook. Well, if you really like to market on Facebook, you need to kind of know what segments of market are going to be on there, mm-hmm. and are going to be active on there. Whereas if that might be more B2C type clients, business to consumer.
Right.
And so you might be working with them, versus if your clients are more B2B and they're kind of a little bit more higher end businesses, maybe closer to enterprise or medium-sized businesses. they're going to be more likely to be on LinkedIn, and they're going to be looking for a little bit of a higher quality presence on LinkedIn. Or if you want to work more so with like the artsy type community, you might be doing more on Pinterest or Instagram, or even Etsy. Putting your ads out on there. So it's really good, because if you want to work more with, like, let's even talk about the art type community, and you're doing more marketing on LinkedIn, well, it might be on there, but it's not as heavy as a saturated area as it would be over on the Instagram side, or the Etsy side especially, or Pinterest, right?
Gotcha.
So it even comes down to where you're putting it, and then you got to know your messaging. You got to get into the heads and hearts of your clients, and you have to be able to know what their fears and the concerns are, what their goals, and the exact words and phrases that they're using to describe those. Because that's how you get really good marketing, because you're going to put stuff out there that's going to get their attention, that they're going to want to pay attention to, and it's going to inspire them to do business with you.
Absolutely. Yeah, you got to speak their language. And I know a lot of people who get into business and they have this great widget, gadget, service, tool, whatever. And one of the first things they say is, we're going to make a ton of money because everybody needs this, right? Well, people need a lot of stuff, but you know what they spend their money on? The stuff they want. So you have something everybody wants? It's cool to have something that everybody needs, but is there a market that actually wants it, and are they actively seeking and looking for it? So that is an amazing. And then with the platforms, right? A lot of people don't respect the medium, right? Not only who's on it, but how to use it effectively. Like for me, I know that the Facebook newsfeed moves really, really quickly. And whereas a YouTube video, if it's optimized correctly, can be searched and found for years and years and years. So I can't be on Facebook thinking that I'm going to put one killer organic post out and it's going to last more than 12 hours, right?
Right. Exactly.
And I see people doing that all the time, and I try to encourage them, hey, if you want long-term sustainability, you have to look at some platforms where there's search capabilities, because it's going to stay in front of people who are actually looking for it versus, Facebook and some of the other feeds that are what we call interruption marketing. You're actually interrupting somebody's pattern, and you got to really, really know what to say and really have some good eye-catching headlines and images to stop them from scrolling, when chances are they're playing around, they're looking for games, or looking for anything but your business, right?
Absolutely. I call that the conversion equation. You interrupt whatever's going on. You got to get them to stop for some reason. It's either that message that says, I know your pain, I feel your pain. And then you have to have that engage where it's like, but I can fix it. And then you have to educate them on why your solution is going to help them. And then you have to make that special offer that's going to get them to act, that they're going to want.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people are missing that. Talk a little bit about, I see some people actually using social media and antagonizing their potential customer or client. Have you ever seen that marketing actually work? It's like, well, you're dumb if you don't buy this product, and that kind of. I see that all the time. I'm like, how do you expect to build a relationship with someone that you're antagonizing and basically just calling stupid, right?
Yeah. It can work, but I think that you get a certain group, and if you're getting that target market that you're looking for, that's great. Here's the thing. Everything with testing, or everything about sales and marketing, is about testing and measuring. And so, maybe you do like to deal with a very confrontational group. The kind of group that, they see something, they go like, oh yeah, prove it to me.
Right.
Then maybe that kind of marketing works. And yeah, I've seen that kind of marketing work. There's certain people with that personality, and maybe that's who you love to work with. Okay, great. But if you put that out there and you realize the kind of people that it's attracting are not the kind of people that you want to work with, then I would discourage you from using that, and I would encourage you to find a different message.
Gotcha. All right, well, Matt has a couple special offers that we're going to talk about on the other side of this break. But another thing that I want you to kind of break down, and I myself struggle with this, I know a lot of solopreneurs struggle with this, and that is pricing our products and services. So when we come back on the other side of the break, Matt is going to break down some things that you can look at when you're considering pricing your products and services. So you deliver good value at a good price, but you also don't beat yourself, right? Because sometimes people underprice themselves, not knowing their true value. So keep it locked right here, and Matt's going to answer that on the other side of the break. The Cortez Hustle Show is brought to you by Financial Health Mentor, practical, proven wealth building strategies specifically for working class Americans. Go to financialhealthmembership.com, learn how to get your taxes down, credit up, get out of debt, and start accumulating assets. Financialhealthmembership.com. Cortez Hustle Show is also brought to you by freefunnelmachine.com. If you've ever wanted to use sales funnels in your business, but not quite ready to fork over hundreds of dollars per month for funnel building software, then now you can incorporate sales funnels into your process absolutely free. Freefunnelmachine.com includes free autoresponder, includes free training, and it is free for life. Freefunnelmachine.com. The Cortez Hustle Show is also brought to you by Office Huddle Print Shop. All of the graphic designs, logos that you see for iHustle Media Group and the Cortez Hustle Show are courtesy of Office Huddle Print Shop. Check out their exclusive unlimited graphics package at officehuddleprints.com. The Cortez Hustle Show is a copywritten production of iHustle Media Group. Any unauthorized use of video, captions, audio, depiction of this show is strictly prohibited. iHustle Media Group, a better way to market. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Cortez Hustle Show. I'm your host, Cortez Hustle, sitting here with Matt Barbey, success coach and podcast host, and everything is time for success with Matt. Before we went to break, we were talking about one of the biggest things that a lot of solopreneurs, small business, new entrepreneurs struggle with, and that is pricing their products and services. Matt, any tips on how to, or formulas that a solopreneur like myself could use to help determine a good price for products and services?
Well, of course. Now you need to look at what kind of business do you want to run, and a lot of people will try to enter the market and be at low price, and that can be nice in terms of gaining some market share. The problem with that, though, is that if people buy on price, they'll leave on price.
Okay.
So you might start there, and I get it, but you want to start quickly looking at how you can provide a better value. Really, people are looking for the best value, and that might come in a few different ways. It might be on the ease of doing business with you. Maybe you easily can do a virtual consultation where other people have to be in person. Let's say you're a lawn care company, and there's satellite imagery technology that allows you to be able to easily do a quote just by using that technology, and you don't necessarily have to stop by, so you can do it very quickly. You can even automate that possibly for them as well. Or it could be on the level of quality of service. And these days everybody says, oh, the highest quality, but how do you guarantee that quality? What kind of risk reversal strategy do you have for that? How do you verify that quality?
Right.
Is it through the most 5-star reviews, or so it's not just like, okay, yeah, we're the highest quality. Okay, prove it.
Right.
So go out there, and your strategy should be, I'm going to get the most 5-star reviews that I possibly can. And then you can say, you know what, we're the highest quality, but we prove it. Look at all these 5-star reviews.
Gotcha.
So You got to take it to the next level, especially these days. Or you could implement some great bundling strategies to provide more value. For instance, let's take, for example, a sunroom company. Instead of just saying, hey, you know what, we're going to give you $2,000 off. Well, everybody knows that just means that you bumped the price up $2,000 and you're going to take that off. What you could do is potentially find a furniture company and come to some sort of agreement about how many you're going to buy over the course of the year. That way you can buy it at wholesale.
Mm-hmm.
And you might actually be able to buy a great set for less than that $2,000, considerably less. So you could, let's say, you can get that set for $1,500 or $1,600, but it actually has a value of $5,000 or $6,000.
Mm-hmm.
So you could actually charge them that bumped up price that everybody else sees, and say, you know what, I'm gonna charge you the appropriate price, right? But you get $5,000 or $6,000 in extras. You, instead of a sunroom where you have to put grandma's old furniture in, you get a beautiful new sunroom plus a whole room full of beautiful new furniture.
Wow.
And so you're giving them a $5,000 or $6,000 value. Everybody's like, well, yeah, we'll take a couple $1,000s off. I'm giving you $5,000 or $6,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it quickly changes the script on that as well. And so yeah, you want to, convenience is a huge issue. If you can make it more convenient, time, quality. Well, the way my great grandpa used to say is, you can have good, fast, cheap. Pick two.
Okay, gotcha. I like that. Good, fast, cheap. Right. And I'm a big fan of adding value because in the digital world, which I play primarily, it's very, very easy for me to add value with digital. I can throw in another course. I can collaborate with my good buddy Matt, and he can add a course and that kind of stuff. And I don't think people are creative enough sometimes or imaginative enough to where they can see how to add value and build value. And you're right, a lot of people are racing to the bottom with discount. And it's like, man, at some point you're just gonna be free. And then right, how you gonna feed your family? So Matt, I know in addition to a lot of the things that you do in terms of coaching and helping small businesses, you do have a class coming up, a master class coming up that's going to help people with sales. Talk a little bit about that, and then go ahead and tell everybody where they can get a hold of you if they want to grab some of your services or hire you as a consultant.
Yeah. So there's a few different ways that we work with folks, but right now I'm putting stuff out there just to try to help folks get through the crisis that we're in and just to recover more quickly. And one of those things is a free sales training. The 7 sales marketing mistakes, the most common sales and marketing mistakes that people make and how to fix them. And, we're going to be covering those mistakes, but then a lot of it's also in how to ask the right questions, what kind of biases to overcome, and the verbiage that you need to use to be able to make it more effective, and a little bit in sales process as well. Because a lot of people don't understand that you really need to kind of have a set way of kind of bringing people through that as well. So, but yeah, we're going to do that actually at no cost because, look, I know I'm offering something for quote unquote free, but there's going to be a lot of value in this, and it's really, it's not going to be some sort of big long sales pitch. I mean, it's going to be full of need to know information to grow your business as quickly as you can and recover as quickly as can. So to find that program, you can give me a call, 314-441-5423. Or you can give me shoot me an email at just, I'll make it easy, matt@mattbarbey.com.
Awesome.
And we do work with other folks in terms of one-on-one coaching and consulting, helping people put in, their CRM systems and whatnot. As well as I have for solopreneurs out there, I've got what's called a sales and marketing council, where we actually have a peer-to-peer environment where we build out your sales and marketing plan over the course of time in bite-sized, doable chunks, and also in ways that start building up the revenue to quickly start getting ROI off of it as well. It's really a digging in deep and making it work for you as quickly as possible in a manageable way. So But yeah, first start off, come check out the sales and marketing, or the sales class, excuse me. You're going to love it. And then we can talk about the rest if you want to talk about all that. But I will have tickets on Eventbrite for that.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And I will link everything to the show page, thecortezhustleshow.com. You'll be able to see the latest episode, which is this one. And you will see his links to his site. Everything that's Matt Barbey related will be right there on that site. Matt, it has been a pleasure. Learned a lot. Appreciate you for stopping by. Any last words before we get out of here?
Hey, right now, keep marketing, keep sales. This is the time to boost that up and stay focused on growth and recovery. Don't let everything kind of hold you back. Appreciate it.
Gotcha. All right, guys, when we come back on the other side of this break, we're going to continue our conversation with surviving Corona business-wise. What are some things that you could be doing right now to, like Matt talked about, add value to some of the things that you have? Because a lot of us can't reduce our prices even though people are struggling, but maybe you can add value to make your prices more justifiable. So we're going to talk about that on the other side of this break. Keep it locked right here. The Cortez Hustle Show is a copywritten production of iHustle Media Group. Any unauthorized use of video, captions, audio, depiction of this show is strictly prohibited. iHustle Media Group, a better way to market. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Cortez Hustle Show. Shout out to my man, Matt, for stopping by the Cortez Hustle Show. Amazing interview. He has a lot of great information and content. Remember, go to thecortezhustleshow.com to register for his free masterclass. I think you're really, really going to enjoy that if you are an entrepreneur and you want to know how to not make the 7 most common sales and marketing mistakes. He's going to go over the solutions to those things. Also, don't forget to go and grab your free copy of Monetize My Life. 4 incredibly simple ways to transform your passions into profits with little to no startup costs at monetizemylifenow.com. So, recession proofing your business. One of the things that you could do to help you survive this corona is what's known as a pivot. I know that you are maybe in a particular niche, you may be in a particular lane business-wise, but sometimes you have to pivot to get through situations like this. And one of the things that I've been learning from my good friend Evan Jefferson over at the Black Billionaires Club is the power in e-commerce sites, man. Do you realize that you could literally pivot today and have an e-commerce site up for less than $50, and that e-commerce site could be selling things like personal protective care items like the K95 masks, hand sanitizer, disinfectants, and things of that nature. And I know you might be thinking to yourself, well, Cortez, that has nothing to do with my business. Sure it does, because at the end of the day, your business is about revenue, right? If your business has products and services that are not selling right now, for instance, you might be a barber, beautician, restaurant owner. Ladies and gentlemen, could you use an infusion of cash to the tune of, an extra $1,000 per month for the next couple months? We don't know when this thing is going to end. In fact, if you are checking us out on Facebook or YouTube, drop the name of your business and or your brand and tell me a little bit about what you do, because there are some things that you can do in e-commerce that do strategically align with your business. But at the end of the day, man, we've got to bring revenue in. I know a lot of barbers and beauticians are not getting a break on their lease, right? Think about that. You have a lease where your shop lives, and you still have to pay that lease month in and month out, even though you're not able to open your doors. What if an e-commerce store could get you through and you could at least make your lease payment every month for the next couple months from an e-commerce store, right? I'm just saying there's a lot of things that you could do to survive this corona situation. Do you have to sell things that are not strategically aligned on your e-commerce store? No. If I was a barber or a salon owner, I would be selling hair care products. I would be selling shears. I would be selling clippers. I would be selling edgers and trimmers, things that I know really well, brands that I'm familiar with. Absolutely, you can source those products from wholesalers, different websites you can go to, and they provide those products and services, and you can stay in strategic alignment with what it is that you currently do. But you've got to start thinking outside the box if you are going to survive Corona as an entrepreneur. Matt brought up a very, very good point in terms of adding value to what it is that you do, right? I know a lot of salon owners and barbers, when the doors open, they're going to be easily be able to tack on, $5, $10, $15 to a haircut, and people are going to pay it because we've been in quarantine so long, right? But what other things can you do to add value to your main service offerings so that you don't have to reduce your prices to compete, right? It's going to get crazy if you have to keep going down in price to compete, right? Because everybody is fighting down at the bottom. But you know who's not worried about price and competing? The person who got the highest priced point in your particular niche or industry. They know they're not going to attract every customer. They know they're looking for a specific type of buyer, and they can cater specifically to that buyer and really serve that buyer at their highest needs. And maybe that's something that you should consider. Raising your price, reducing your customer base. Some people don't do the math, right? If you doubled your prices, most people will say, well, Cortez, if I double my prices, I'm going to lose half my customers. But guess what? You didn't lose any revenue. If you doubled your prices and lost half your customers, you did not lose any revenue. What you did do is gain time, because you're still spending the same amount of time with each customer. They're just paying twice as much. And now you got more time on your hand where maybe you can develop some relationships and partnerships and create additional revenue streams and build a better brand, build a better offer, right? So a lot of people get stuck in price and not offer. What is the difference between product and offer? Product is just that thing. The offer is everything that comes with that thing to make that thing easier to use, to make that thing more effective, right? That's what you have to understand when you are putting yourself out there and you're creating product, services, and offers. So really quickly, what was our question of the day? Do you think that every entrepreneur should write a book? My answer is emphatically yes. Just like the article says, there's 3 reasons that every entrepreneur should write a book. Visibility is 1, credibility is 2, profitability is 3. Ladies and gentlemen, the book today is like what the business card or pamphlet was a few years ago. When you're talking about visibility, right? I have been able to get interviews and get in places and indoors that I would not otherwise be able to, because I'm now a published author of 2 books, right? I've been interviewed on countless podcasts and internet radio stations and radio stations. Why? Because people are always looking for good content, and the book also gives me credibility, right? See what the article says, and let me see if I can get the author's name. I love to give credit where credit is due. This is Black Enterprise Magazine. Let's see. This article is by Tashina Davis, right? The Boss Network influencer, Tashina Davis, right? She says, visibility. Many markets easily become saturated, making it challenging for a business to stand out. A book today is what a brochure or a business card was in the past. It is an essential positioning tool that offers more visibility to your niche market. Having your published book available in stores, both online and in-store, libraries and other places, is an effective marketing funnel to attract or grab the attention of would-be buyers. Credibility. Similar to the world of academia, publishing a book gives you additional brand credibility by way of instant authority status, right? Of course, your values, work ethic, and actual results establish your brand, but having a published book reveals why you should be preferred, right? Credibility. Being able to articulate this in a concise format, display a commitment to your expertise and how you differ from the competition. And then profitability. Profits from sales can be reinvested to fund other business activities or events to expand your business. According to Cheryl Pollock Williamson, best-selling author and founder of Soul Reborn, I've used my published books to fund other business entities, donate over $5,000 to various organizations to satisfy philanthropic initiatives, and create a financial resource for others. So yes, I agree wholeheartedly that every entrepreneur should write a book, even if it is an ebook, right? Get some thoughts down, and it's going to open some doors for you that you probably couldn't otherwise open, because when you have a book published, it increases your perceived value, your credibility, your influence, and again, it opens doors for you. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today's episode of the Cortez Hustle Show, and I am super glad that you guys came to hang out with me. Really quickly, another quick shout out to my sponsors, monetizemylifenow.com. Go and grab your free copy of the book. All you have to do is cover shipping, and we'll get that out to you today. MonetizeMyLifeNow.com. Learn how to turn your passions into profits by properly presenting those and packaging them and getting them out into the marketplace. Also, freefunnelmachine.com. If you are not using sales funnels in your business, you are working too hard. Go to freefunnelmachine.com and learn how to get your free sales funnel and autoresponder, as well as free training and how to set everything up. freefunnelmachine.com. So I'll talk to you guys on Friday as we continue our Black Economics series version of the Cortez Hustle Show. We're going to continue to dive in on the 10 best business opportunities for Blacks in America. So come back, hang out with us on Friday morning, and we're going to be talking about Black excellence and the 10 best business opportunities for Black people in America. Till I talk to you then, I want you to get your money up, because you absolutely can do it. But more importantly, you deserve to do it each and every single